What a wonderful way to start the brand new opening sequence, the expertly composed theme. I'm Ramen Powder and this is Individual Quadrilla Marble League Season 5. It's amazing to think that we've already reached the 5th season, but today marks the start of a 12-event free-for-all where these 16 marbles will battle for one championship. We will kick things off today with the opening event of the season, the Quadrilla Duel. Brought back from Season 3, 2 marbles will descend down into opposite lanes with the funnel section and the slalom section, and the first marble to the end gets the win and advancement. It's a simple test of speed on the Quadrilla, so do well here and it may set you up well for the rest of the tournament. Here's a rundown of how the track goes to descend into the funnels and then the slaloms, two very different sections that can lead itself to some comebacks in this bracket style event. There you can see our 8 heats in this event, Seabed and Rainforest to kick things off in Season 5. Seabed, the defending champion Rainforest, got 3rd overall in Season 3 when this event made its debut. And they're about neck and neck in the funnels. So Rainforest on the far side actually slightly ahead of Seabed on the near. Seabed's going to need a comeback, but it's going to be very close going to the slaloms. Who's going to get it? Oh, that's going to be so close. Seabed or Rainforest? Oh, that is actually going to be so close. We're gonna have to go to the photo finish to see who got the win here. Rainforest had the lead just barely. It was a few milliseconds for sure, and there's where Seabed comes back, and it's gonna be Seabed by 7/100th of a second. New season, but it starts with the defending champion getting the win over Rainforest. If that heat is anything to go by, the margins are gonna be fine in this event. In the second heat, Ecto and Candy Corn. Ecto, Season 1 champion. Candy Corn did not qualify last season. This is their return after Season 3. They're also neck and neck coming out of the funnels. Ecto slightly ahead. Here's where Candy Corn pulls away though. Candy Corn, will they hold on? Oh, they're quite slow in the final section of the slaloms. But Ecto cannot capitalize. Candy Corn will get the win over Ecto. That's a past champion done. And Candy Corn, for a marble like a last place in this event in Season 3, back in the first event then, they bounce back nicely here with the win. Now we move on to Mystic Orb and Neptune, another tale of two different fates here. Mystic Orb, 3rd place overall last season. Neptune, dead last despite a great win, struggled for most of the season. But Neptune looks faster on the near side. Mystic Orb is going to need to come back in the slaloms. Mystic Orb, trying to catch up now. It's going to be close once again. And just like 2 heats ago, it is going to come down to milliseconds at the end. Oh, the margins are so fine in this event. We are going to have to go to the super slow motion replay once again. I have no idea who got that one. Neptune had a great start. Mystic Orb in the slaloms though caught up, and by 1/100th of a second, even closer this time, Mystic Orb will get the win. Neptune, so unfortunate to miss out. That was a very strong time for them to not advance. But now, for the 4th heat, Mozzarella and Sandstorm. Sandstorm, a nice 8th place overall last season. Mozzarella, a rookie in this season, of course, but they are slow in the near side. Sandstorm gapping them on the far side in the funnel, and Mozzarella will not catch up. By the time they reach the slalom, Sandstorm had this raid pretty much tied up. And Sandstorm, in their element in the Quadrilla Duel, they have done well here before. Mozzarella, for a marble that has never done the Quadrilla Duel, that inexperience may be showing here for them. By over a second, they lose out to Sandstorm. Sandstorm, hoping to do a bit better than last season, although they were solid 8th place. Now we go on to Tarzan and Blizzard, another tale of very different fates here. Tarzan, defending runner-up in both of the past 2 seasons. Blizzard has not gotten out of the bottom 3 in the past 2 seasons, but once again, neck and neck coming out of the funnel. Blizzard looks slightly ahead on the slaloms, but Tarzan, did they catch up? Once again, every other heat in this event is a photo finish, and we're going to have to go to the super slow-mo replay once again. Blizzard, in the final section, I think they were inches ahead. But Tarzan, did they come out of the block first? Yes, they did! By 1/100th of a second, once again, just like 2 heats ago, Tarzan on the far side will get the win over Blizzard. And now, on to heat number 6, Bluetail and Void. Void just barely qualified for this season with a great performance in the Broken Beam. Can they carry it over here? Oh, they are very slow. Bluetail, meanwhile, got the win in the qualifiers, and they are showing why here. Look at how fast they are compared to Void in the funnel. Void is not going to get there. Blue Tail easily gets the win, and this is an event they have won back in Season 3. So one of the top contenders to do well here, potentially get a medal or another win here. Void, their season is not going to start off very well. You can see visibly very slow in the slaloms and the funnel, and by several tenths, Blue Tail gets the win, also going sub 13 seconds. That is a good sign for them. Now Rasher and Cobra, two nominated marbles here. Rasher got 4th place overall last season. Cobra, of course, a rookie this time. Bacon Bros and Venomous Vipers, their marbles battling it out, and it's Rasher that has a great gap in the funnels, much faster than Cobra on the near side, and Cobra will not catch up. You can see the speed difference was so large in the funnels here, and that is really where the race was won for Rasher. Cobra could do nothing about it. Another marble, inexperienced in the event, perhaps showing both of our two rookies in Season 5 have been knocked out in the heats. But by 7/10 of a second, Rasher is showing that they are one of the fastest marbles in this league. Now, in the final heat, Casper and Goop. Two marbles that don't have perfect attendance. Casper, this is their first season since Season 2. First event in a very long time. Goop also missed out in Season 3 when this event was first held. Casper on the near side, gapping Goop. Oh, but they're slow, coming into the slaloms. Can Goop catch up? It's going to be close! Oh, but Casper will just barely hold on. We don't need a photo finish for that one. Casper definitely got the win here, but that gap from the funnels definitely came down in the slaloms. Goop was able to catch up, but it was not nearly enough. The damage had been done by that point, and by about 2/10 of a second, Casper will get the win over Goop. And we are done with the heats. We can see 9th through 16th. Those that didn't advance their points are based on the time. Blizzard gets the best of the rest, and Void will start off in dead last. Mozzarella 15th. Not a great run for that marble. How highly anticipated they were, but still 11 events to bring it back. Now in the quarterfinals, Seabed and Candy Corn. A marble that won last season versus one that wasn't in last season. Both of these have experience in this event. Oh, Seabed's very slow in the entry to the funnel. And Candy Corn, it pretty much looks free for them as long as they don't come to a stop. Candy Corn is going to easily win this race. Seabed, a big mistake towards the entry of the funnel. That's the first time we've seen this today. Yeah, but you can see going off to the far side way more than they needed to. Just had a bad bounce off that wall there, and Seabed is going to get a very slow time here. Not even going to be close. 15.19 for the defending champions. That is probably going to be 8th place for them. Candy Corn, though, they're on their way to the semi-finals at a chance at their first medal since Season 3. Now we go on to the next quarterfinal. Mystic Orb and Sandstorm. Mystic Orb and Sandstorm, two marbles that did this event 2 seasons ago. Sandstorm has the lead over Mystic Orb here pretty decently as well. Mystic Orb, will they be able to catch up? It's not looking likely, and they will not. Mystic Orb will lose out to Sandstorm after just barely getting by Neptune in their heat. Sandstorm had a much bigger gap to Mozzarella in their heat, and that speed is showing here. Sandstorm gets the win over Mystic Orb by several tenths once again. Sandstorm 12.5. They are consistently putting in fast times in this event, a force to be reckoned with later for sure. But now we go on to another batch that is very interesting. Tarzan and Blue Tail, two titans of the individual league, but neither have won a championship. They're very quick in the funnels. Blue Tail, though, has some catching up to do. A bit of a surprise for Blue Tail with how well they've done in this event before, but Tarzan is not going to let them get this. Tarzan is going on to the semi-finals. They won the first event last season. They are trying to do it again here. And Blue Tail, a marble that won this event 2 seasons ago, they are going to be knocked out in the quarterfinals. A bit of a surprise, I must say. But by over a second, Tarzan gets the win. Blue Tail 14.09. It's a fairly slow time, especially for their standards. And now in the final quarterfinal, Rasher and Casper, two marbles that have never been in the same individual league. Well, here they are battling to see who can make the semis. Rasher has lots of catching up to do on the near side, but they are doing that catching up much faster in the near side on the funnel. And Casper, their funnel speed was not nearly good enough, and Rasher pulls off the comeback in the funnel and the slalom. We've seen Rasher get great speed in the funnel, beating their opponents by quite some margin. And Casper, despite a solid advancement and win in their heat, their run in this event comes to an end here. 12.82 by about half a second loses out to Rasher, but Casper, that's still good enough for 5th place. Mystic Orb, Bluetail, and Seabed make 6th through 8th. And there you can see our final 4. 3 of them will medal, and 1 of them will capture gold. Candy Corn and Sandstorm, 2 marbles, battling it out for their first final spot in the Quadrilla Duel. The winner of this will be guaranteed no less than silver. Loser will go to the bronze match, and it's lockstep between both of them. It's so close coming out of the funnel. Candy Corn, looks slightly ahead, but Sandstorm is not letting them up. Oh, Sandstorm quite slow in the end of the slalom, and Sandstorm will lose out just barely. It was so neck and neck for most of this race. Here, even at this point, they were about equal, but there's where Candy Corn really pulled ahead in the final stretch of the race by several tenths. Candy Corn is going on to the final. In their first event since Season 3, they are guaranteed no less than silver. They will face either Tarzan or Rasher from this next semi-final. Tarzan trying to go to the final, trying to repeat what they did last season in the first event. Rasher, though, we've seen how fast they are in this event, especially in the funnels, and they're faster than Tarzan, but Tarzan's not letting them up. It's going to be close. Tarzan in the slaloms looks faster. It's going to be so close towards the end there. Rasher slightly behind in the slaloms, but once again we see on the far side they might have got by right at the end. It's going to take another super slow motion replay photo finish once again here in the semi-final. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Tarzan by 1/8 of a second. Tarzan gets the win over Rasher, and Tarzan is going on to the final. They will also get no less than silver, but before that we go to the bronze match. Sandstorm and Rasher to see who gets the lowest step of the podium in the Quadrilla Duel. Sandstorm and Rasher, 2 marbles that did very respectable, especially Rasher last season. Rasher is faster on the far side. They are disappointed for losing in their semi-final. They are not going to lose to Sandstorm here. Rasher gets the bronze and the best performance easily out of any of the nominated marbles here. Sandstorm, unfortunate after great times in their quarterfinal and their heat as well, they will lose out to Rasher. Still 4th place, very respectable for their start in this season. But Rasher, 12.5 seconds is a fast time and good enough to get them the bronze. But who will get gold? Candy Corn and Tarzan. One will get the win in the first event of the season. Candy Corn, in their return, they are trying to win their first event since Season 3. Tarzan trying to do the double in terms of first events as well. Tarzan slow on the far side. Here's Candy Corn getting the lead and gets the win. Candy Corn will win the first event of the season, and they will stand on the top step for the first time since Season 2. Tarzan, so unfortunate to miss out. They were neck and neck for the whole funnel section, lost out in the slalom section, and they will finish where they finished. They'll finish here in where they finished off last season in 2nd place. And Rasher, best of the nominated marbles, gets 3rd place. Great start for them as well. But it's Candy Corn that starts the season in the best possible way with the gold medal. So Candy Corn starts at the top of the standings ahead of Tarzan and Rasher, Sandstorm and Casper rounding out the top 5. This has been a great tone setter for the Individual Quadrilla Marble League, and the next event will be the classic Quadrilla race, so stay tuned.